Hello everyone, Jalal here, or it's known as Sans. Today I'm gonna be. This is a very special video. Today I'm gonna be talking about my 200th win in Emerald Battle Tower level 50 singles. First of all, I would like to give a special thanks to all of the people at the Battle Tree Discord server. For those who tune up to my videos to watch my Generation Free replays and read and take the time to read my write-ups on Generation Free. Thank you guys. You were pretty much a big motivation for me to try for the first time this commentated video. I hope that all of you like it. In case you're seeing and anyone else who's probably interested in doing Generation Free. Today I'm gonna be talking about a very special moment because, as you already know, I'm currently at the time of this video. I'm currently at 210 consecutive wins in Emerald Battle Tower level 50 singles. So I'm gonna be showing you right now that record. I'm gonna be showing you that right now. As you can see, we are on 210 ongoing wins. It's our current record at level 50. And so today I'm gonna be introducing to you some of the Pokemon that I use in order to reach this benchmark. I'm gonna be talking about my party Pokemon for a little bit, and then I'm gonna be talking about the video. I'm gonna be talking a little bit about my thought process, my strategy on this video. Hopefully, so I hope that you like it. So the first team member is my shiny Latios. This was RNG'd on Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire using Pokemon Box. It's a method for spread. IVs are max HP, 4 attack, and max defense, special defense, and speed. 31 all. It's a 5 IV spread, in other words. So you can see these are the stats. 159 HP, 87 attack, 101 defense, 182 special attack, 131 special defense, 173 speed. So most importantly, the EV spread in order to reach these stats, if you allow me for a little while. Yeah, so the EV spread is 28 HP, 4 defense, 252 special attack, 6 special defense, and 220 speed, which allows us to give these stats. So 173 speed is very important because it allows us to outspeed positive base 157, for example, like Manitrick allows us to be point faster than them. It allows us to be faster than Neutral, Max Speed, Ductrio, Sceptile, Manitrick, all of that. Uh, Now, this is something very important. On Generation 3, the only two Pokemon that are faster than this are... the only three Pokemon are positive Crobat, positive Aerodactyl, and positive Jolteon. And I mean, let's see if I can look it up for a little while. Crobat... Uh, Crobat, Jolteon, and Aerodactyl, which are the sets for of each and every one, because these are the only ones who... no, actually Aerodactyl, no, it doesn't have a positive seed, sorry. Yeah, Crobat and Jolteon are the only two Pokemon in Generation 3 that run a... I think that these are the only ones that run a positive base... a positive one... a positive 130 speed. They are the only ones who reach 200, but other than that, only Crobat and there's only one Crobat and one Jolteon set that runs 252 speed positive. So considering that, Latios pretty much outspeeds the whole Battle Tower base. It outspeeds it all, and you're pretty much faster than almost anything out there. Max special attack is for obvious reasons to maximize your damage output, and 28 HP because gives us an odd HP number, while meaning that we got an extra turn on Leak toxic damage, I think, and it overall increases our bulk because we add the leftover CVs in defense and special attack, increasing our overall bulk. So we got our attacks. Our main step is Psychic, which allows us to hit strongly fighting types, poison types, all of that. We pretty much destroy them with a stab Psychic. Calm Mind, I cannot just stress just how fantastic this move it is. Calm Mind Latios is broken in Generation 3. I'm telling you this because there are so many things you can set up Calm Mind against. One of the examples are my Lotic 1, 2, and 3 because they have a tendency of going mirror code. I think that the only one that I haven't seen is Milotic 2 because if I recall correctly, that one has Blizzard, I think. It will be tempted to use Blizzard from time to time, but even if, after one Calm Mind, it pretty much does almost nothing. Calm Mind also patches Latios' weaknesses to Dark, Ice, and Dragon attacks, meaning that it's an incredible move to use. It's making it a very incredible move to use. Uh, and it pretty much makes it also allows us uh, to compete on Calm Mind Walls. Dragon Claw, on the other hand, is the main stab. It's a secondary stab, and it's a really amazing middle ground for Latios because it allows us to hit whatever Psychic doesn't hit. Its resisted immune allows us to hit very strong. It's pretty good against Dark types. Uh, It also allows us to win against Calm Mind Wars because we got another stab at +1. Dragon Claw is able to hit KO Gardevoir and Espion in Generation 3, which means that Latios always has the upper hand against this Pokemon if we're going into Calm Mind Wars. And finally, Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt is there because it's our best move against bulky water types. We hit super effectively Lapras, Jolteon, Lapras, Walrein, Milotic, Gyarados. We hit all of these super effectively, so Thunderbolt is our main coverage move for this Latios set. Now, the next Pokemon I'm gonna be introducing is one of my favorites because it was my innovation of mine. It's Steelix. Now, you must be wondering, what am I using Steelix of all things? Well, Steelix complements this team wonderfully because, first and foremost, well, the Steelix, I got this Steelix from Fire Red. It was a Method H1 spray that I found on Fire Red Leaf Green that I did a lot some years ago. It was an almost flawless adamant spread, but I didn't realize back then that it was also hitting Onyx loads in Victory Road, so I decided to go for it because, I mean, why not? I think that Steelix's main advantage over Metagross is the stat ground attacks. The Banded Earthquake, it's much more stronger than Metagross Banded Earthquake. It outdamages it for a really decent chunk. It makes it a really powerful move. It hits very strong with the full investment on attack. So you can see these are the stats: 167 HP, 150 attack, 220 defense, 58 special attack, 100 special defense, and the rest is in speed. Now the AV spread on Steelix is 132 HP, 252 attack, 120 special defense, and 4 speed. Now the bulk investment is pretty important for Steelix because I haven't done this bulk investment. Honestly, I based myself from the Smogon set, which runs a very similar under Generation 3 page. It was based from that. I haven't really made a spread thinking on surviving some special hit. I haven't really aimed for a benchmark. However, the EV spread has worked wonderfully for Steelix because I'm able to take non-stab 5 punch against from common Pokemon like Alakazam, Mr. Mime, Gardevoir. Steelix is able to take all of these attacks and retaliate with a Banded Earthquake, one-hit KOing all of this in return. Steelix can also takes a decent amount of special attacks. I think that overall the HP and special defense investment balances its special bulk while not compromising its already fantastic physical bulk. I mean, just look at that 220 defense stat. I mean, it's so fucking beefy. It's so beefy. I mean, well, max attack is for obvious reasons because I can't really cut into attack because it achieves so many KOs that otherwise even reducing 1 point from it is gonna make Steelix miss some crucial KOs. For example, Banded Earthquake is so strong that it is able to one-hit KO 170 HP Metagross, which is the bulkiest Metagross you're gonna find in Generation 3. We one-hit KO that with Earthquake. We have an 88 chance to do so, so it's pretty good. Despite being an average attack stat, it's pretty good because Choice Land really pushes up off the limit. And the four leftovers are Place and Speed because it allows me to win the speed tie against opposing Steelix and Snorlax. This means that usually I can be able to smack them with Earthquake, or in this case I'm gonna explode first before Snorlax has a chance of cussing, or before other Steelix. That way I'm not gonna be forced out to risk a speed tie and be at risk of being hit Earthquake first against opposing Steelix. I think that it's been useful on speed, despite we're talking about a Pokemon with base 30 speed, so it has been pretty useful overall. And finally, the moves that we have here. So first, I'm going to be talking about Stab Earthquake. I already mentioned it, how powerful it is, being able to one-hit KO Metagross and any other Steel types. Raging Steel is two-hit KO even at +1 with Stab Earthquake, and so it makes him a really great reply against Curse Raging Steel, something that you cannot explode into because Steelix beats it with Earthquake. Here, the other move is Hidden Power Steel because HP Steel has been a fantastic secondary stab for Steelix to use. It's accurate, 100% accuracy. It's not. I don't have. I don't have to use that crap of Iron Tail. I don't have to use Iron Tail, which is very inaccurate. And it's also pretty good because it took hit KOs, Cradily and Armaldo, so it's pretty solid overall. A very solid option. We got Explosion here as our nuke against Curse Snorlax and any Curse users that cannot be beaten otherwise, that has recoveries. Explosion is also our nuke against anything that gets out of control. So we only click that if sacrificing Steelix is what's necessary in order to win. And finally, the last move, one that I'm very proud of, is Toxic. Now, you might be wondering, what am I using Toxic on Bandit Steelix? Sorry. The reason why is it's pretty big because Ludicolo 4, for example, it's a very it's a very annoying set because Ludicolo 4 has Rain Dance, Lead Seed, Double Team, and Toxic. It's a really bad set for you to mess up with because the evasion is not only going to cause issues, but it also knows Lixid and Toxic, so it definitely is going to chip down your HP. And in order to, and yes, while Suicune is able to PP stall, you must understand that Struggle doesn't have the same mechanics in Generation 3. The damage Struggle does is based from your attack stat. It's not going to take a 25% of your HP as in Generation 4 and onwards. It doesn't do that, so Toxic is there because it allows us to beat the Curse users and the Double Team users that do not have rest or any do not have rest. So we poison them and then we send Suicune to set up against them. So it's a really good move. I have uploaded a lot of videos where Toxic shows its true value on Bandit Steelix. I had Rock Slide on this slot before, but Rock Slide was not really doing anything much in Steelix, and Toxic overall has been the much better choice on this Steelix, and it has saved me so many times. I can't describe how many times this move has proved its worth. It's so amazing. I can't really describe how many times I have been saved by it. So it's definitely staying there, and it's not something that I'm gonna replace any other time. So the last move, and one of my favorite Pokemon, and one of the Pokemon that I'm proud of, is my Colosseum Suicune. So you can see it was RNG on Pokemon Colosseum. Emerald doesn't say it because it always says that any Pokemon from all region it's obtaining the trait. That's always the description Gen 3 shows for it. As you can see, these are our stats: 205 HP, 82 attack, 169 defense. It's a very bulky stat. 110 special attack, 145 special defense, and 121 speed. So the EV investment is 236 HP, 148 defense, and 126 speed. Now, 246 HP gives us 205 HP, which means that using substitute once, we make 51 HP substitutes, which is precisely what allows us to beat anything with Seismic Toss, Blissey and namely Blissey and Dusclops. These two Pokemon are some really one of the most annoying Pokemon in Generation 3 to face against, mostly because as I was talking before, this Pokemon knows Seismic Toss, and with 51 HP substitutes, our substitute is not broken by Seismic Toss, which is really fantastic. Another important, very important benchmark is 126 in speed. Now this gives us 121 speed, and it's really important because all the slacking sets fall on this are 120 speed in level 50. They are all sitting on this speed stat. And what's more importantly, it is the most dangerous ones. Slacking free. The slacking free is a choice banded slacking. It's max defense and max special defense. But as you might have already known, slacking. I think that this was slacking. Yeah, slacking free and yeah, probably as I was mentioning. Oh yes, slacking free. It's the one. Slacking free has a choice band, which makes it even more dangerous to face because we're talking about a Pokemon that has a humongous attack stat. Even though it's uninvested, 198 stack still hurts like hell. And with a choice band, it's really going to do a huge number. So this means that Suicune is able to set up on it. We are faster than slacking, so we can set up a substitute the moment it attacks, and then we can set up a Calm Mind on the turn it trons and repeat and repeat, and we repeat this procedure. Now the Chesto Berry is extremely important as well. I think that it's overall the better item over leftovers. The reason why is because this way, we are also faster than all the Jinx sets in Generation 3. As you might already know, all of these Jinx sets carry Lovely Kiss, which is a very annoying move for me to face. This makes Suicune the perfect switch in because after waking up from Lovely Kiss, I can set up a substitute, block it, and set up against Jinx, make him set up fodder. It's really amazing because it also allows us to recover our HP in one turn, so it's overall the best item you can use in Generation 3. I really like Gestoberry, and I don't think that Leftovers has its advantages as well. With Leftovers, Sandstream is not going to be taking your HP, but you don't have to worry about that because at level 50, there is no Tyranitar and Dragonite, so you don't have to worry about Sand. So finally, your moves are pretty simple, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's a Sub-CM, Suicune, Surf, your only stab, Rest, Calm Mind to set up, uh, and Substitute. Suicune is also one of those low-key broken Pokemon in Generation 3 because Suicune only has weaknesses to Electric and Grass types, which are all the special moves. In Generation 3, the strongest stab Grass's type is Giga Drain. This pretty much invalidates any grass type not called Sceptile because Sceptile uses a 70 base power Lift Blade. That's the only one you should be worried about. But other than that, after a couple of Calm Minds, you're even able to beat grass types one-on-one, and this is also another way to beat double teamers because at +6 there are very few Pokemon that can take a Surf with so much power. Unless you're unless you are Ready Ice or Blissey, you're not going to be taking those +6 surfs. It's a fantastic Pokemon in Generation 3 overall. So after discussing that, we're gonna go straight into the battle video. Take into account that I'm gonna be pausing a little bit so I could explain my thought process, my counterplay, my strategy, so all of that. So let's go into it. So So our battle starts against Picnica Melody, which is a trainer that, on this case for my 200 battle, as I was describing it before, this is battle number 200. Melody uses set 4 on all of her Pokemon, which was a really good blessing for me. So moving on, she sends out Kangaskhan, and I lead with Latios because that's the Pokemon that I always lead with. So in this turn, I send out Steelix in order to scout the set, and it is revealed to be Kangaskhan free, which has a Mega Kick. This one is a Kangaskhan set with max attack and max speed, so It's probably the strongest one available in Generation 3 because, as you already know, Stab Mega Kick is not something that you can definitely take lightly. However, Kangaskhan is pretty much overall weak because base 95 attack is not really going to do a number on you. So, after being able to scout the set, you must understand that my thought process comes into this. So, this Kangaskhan also knows Earthquake, and Earthquake, even though it only does like how much it does to Steelix. It only does like 31 to 40. At this damage, I think that Kangaskhan has a really good chance of two hit KOing Steelix. I think, yeah, because the max HP it takes is 68. 68 plus 68, I think is 120, 130. Yeah, I think that it doesn't want to hit KOs, but I cannot risk the critical hit anyways of its super effective Earthquake, and I don't really want to take that. Uh, so I go Suicune because the main reason why is because since this is Kangaskhan 4, so you must understand that Mega Kick at most only does like to Suicune at level 50. Let's see, Suicune it only does 38 max. This is probably the best it does. It free hit KOs Suicune at best. And you must understand as well that even a critical hit in Generation 3 is something that I can easily take because it does 76 max, 64.3 to 76. So I know that in case it crits, it's gonna be easy. I just have to rest again, and if everything goes well, I can be able to beat Kangaskhan 101. You must understand this. So I go Suicune because first of all, once I stall Mega Kick because it only has 2 turns left because we're talking about pressure. Pressure is going to take 2 power points from Mega Kick if in case Kangaskhan goes for it. If it misses, even better for me. And after that, all of the moves that Kangaskhan does, it does not surpass 25%. This means that any other move Kangaskhan has, it will not break Suicune substitutes. It pretty much becomes set of fodder. So as you might have noticed, I switch into Earthquake. I don't care. It's faster than me, but I don't care because I can always go substitute as things go well. Uh, I take a rest because this is the last Mega Kick it does, and I'm gonna recover my HP, knowing that whatever moves Kangaskhan has, it will never be able to break the substitute. Uh, of course, I could have gone rest on turn one in case expecting to crit, but you know, crit has a low chance. It can happen, of course, but I think that I was pretty much solely in a good position because stalling out Mega Kick is pretty good overall for me. So it goes early release, as you can see, just look at the damage, only 20 HP. This is pretty much what Kangaskhan achieves, and Earthquake is not gonna even break the sub as well either. So I set up that Calm Mind comfortably. My substitute is not gonna break. It goes air lace again, and you can see that even air lace in 2 hits fails to break the substitute. Now it goes earthquake, probably being aware of that possibility. Uh, I grab myself, I think, another substitute expecting that. And as you can see, I got another turn of setup. I will call mine in here. Uh, no, I think soft because I think that I did the calc back then, or no, I haven't. So yeah, it goes off quick again. It doesn't break sub. So I think I go in here for another soft, knowing that probably I think that knowing that whatever Picnic has, it was not a big threat for Suicune, and it goes Miltank Nest. So this is pretty much important. Miltank 4, as I already mentioned, the Picnica has all set force on here, so Miltank 4 has Double Edge, Curse, Double Team, and Milk Drink, so it's pretty important for me to set up Substitute in case it decides to go for Curse, knowing that I need to kill it quickly. I'm at +2, so Soft is going to hit KO it before it starts using Evasion Boost. I'm not gonna rest in here because, as I mentioned before, this Miltank set has Double Team, so I cannot really risk myself on resting, even though I want to set up as much as I want to set up. I can't really risk that. So I'm gonna be able to complete a 2-hit KO before giving it a chance to sleep. My Chesto has already been used, so I cannot afford to rest this moment. And as you can see, we 2-hit KO Miltank. And finally, Melody sends Donphan as a third move. And here, Suicune has already done its job. Even if it's Quick Claw, I think that Donphan for let's see, Donphan 4 has Quick Claws, obviously, but even if it activates Quick Claw, it doesn't have a move to accurately hit Latios. It relies on a 70 coverage move or Rock Slide and Iron Tail. Yeah, it could be a little bit of trouble, but in here, it is what I couldn't take a risk of switching Latios or anything else. So I pretty much do the job in here and finish Swift. So it was a pretty much overall a kind of gentle battle for my 200 win. But overall, I think that I did the correct plays. Mostly stalling out. The plan was stalling out Kangaskhan's Mega Kick, set up with Suicune, and after revealing that it was Milton 4, I knew that I had to kill it, and I couldn't rest because I already used my Chesto Berry. Um, I went for the 2-hit KO, and finally the last month it was Donphan. Probably if things could have gone other way, probably if the RNG was a little bit against me, then sure it could have been a little bit more difficult because I had been flinched by Quick Claw Rock Slide before, but other than that, which is probably Donphan is gonna require a lot because Donphan only I think that Donphan 4. Let's see, probably the AI was not going to go for Rock Slide anyways. Probably gonna attempt Iron Tail, but even then, Iron Tail doesn't even 2-hit KOs. Uh, Rock Slide 3-hit KOs at best, and Latios pretty much 2-hit KOs with Dragon Claw. I think that the win was sealed in here. It was pretty much a gentle 200 battle. So anyways, I hope guys you like it. This was my first commentated video. Hopefully in the future I might be able to do more like this, and hope you enjoy it. Thank you everyone.